Did you know that a simple change in how you walk, sleep, eat, or breathe could silently predict how many years you have left at age 70, 80? Every morning you wake up is a gift, but not everyone realizes it. Some people wake up, still clear-headed and steady on their feet. Others, once just as strong, now walk a bit slower, eat a little less, forget a little more, and seem to quietly fade from life. I'm Dr. Hoshino Daisuke. For over 30 years, I've walked alongside elderly patients in Japan. And let me say something that may shock you. Most elderly people don't die from disease. They die from ignored signs. We don't die the moment our hearts stop. We begin dying. The moment our legs weaken and we stop walking. The moment we can't sleep deeply and brush it off. The moment we lose interest in talking and say, it's just old age. No, that's not normal. That's a warning. A simple day, a deadly sign no one sees. I once saw a patient named Shigeo, 82 years old. A retired teacher, sharp and active. During a routine checkup, he quietly told me, "Lately, I've been walking slower, and I get short of breath on stairs." His basic medical tests looked fine, but I asked him to do one thing. Walk 10 meters, turn around, as fast as possible. He couldn't keep balance on the turn. His speed dropped nearly 30% from last year. We did deeper testing and found early signs of motor neuron decline. Had we not caught it, within 6 months, he might have fallen, and that fall could have been fatal. In Japan, 1 in 3 elderly over 75 dies within a year of their first serious fall. Not because of the injury itself, but because their physical and mental strength never fully recovers. Small signs, the silent death. You may be living your life as usual. But usual doesn't always mean okay. You walk slower, but think it's normal aging. You eat less, but say, at this age, I don't need much. You stop chatting with others and call it peace and quiet. No, that's not peace, that's a sign. And the most heartbreaking truth is, we often realize it when it's already too late. Harvard and WHO studies say, seniors who can stand on one leg for 10 seconds have up to 10 more healthy years ahead. Sleeping less than 5 hours doubles your risk of dementia and heart disease. A 20% drop in grip strength within 1 year may indicate higher mortality within 2 years. But your future is not set in stone. You can change it. And in this video, I'll share 7 clear, scientifically backed signs that reveal how long you may live, where you currently stand in the aging process, and what you need to change before it's too late. Give yourself 10 minutes to gain 10 years of life. Before we begin, please pause and ask yourself 3 simple questions. 1. Can you still walk 500 meters on your own? 2. Do you ever lean against walls without realizing it? 3. Have meals started to taste bland or feel like a chore? If you answered yes to any of these, then I ask, not as a doctor, but as someone who cares, please watch this video until the end. You deserve to live long, live well, and live with dignity. Comment I want to live healthy until 90 if you're still watching, and if you're ready. Let's begin with sign number 1, the one factor that could add 15 years to your life with just 10 minutes a day. Sign 1, your walking speed, the mirror that reflects your longevity. When a person begins to walk slower, it's not because they're getting older. It's because their body is quietly growing weaker. I once cared for a man named Toshio, age 79, living in Kyoto. He used to walk to the train station every morning, greet neighbors, read the paper. But during a checkup, he told me something small. I still walk, but lately I need to stop halfway. My heart beats faster and my legs feel heavier. Toshio had no heart disease, no diabetes, no high blood pressure. But when we tested his walking speed over 6 meters, he had slowed down by over 30% compared to 2 years ago. And that's not just aging, it's a warning. According to the Tokyo Geriatric Institute 2021, seniors walking slower than 0.8 meters per second have 44% higher mortality in the next 5 years. Those walking faster than 1.0 meters per second usually have healthy heart, lungs, and nervous system, and tend to live 10 years longer. Why does walking speed matter so much? When you walk, your entire system engages. Heart pumps faster, gives reflex circulation. Lungs breathe deeper, shows respiratory capacity. Brain coordinates movement, tests neurology. Leg and core muscles work in harmony, shows strength and balance. Walking isn't just movement. It's one of the most accurate, affordable full-body health tests for older adults. Warning signs to watch for: losing balance when turning or stopping. Unable to walk 10 minutes without fatigue. Gradual unexplained slowing of pace. Shortness of breath when climbing stairs or slopes. A hard truth. A study from Osaka University 2020. Seniors walking under 0.6 meters per second are 3x more likely to be hospitalized in the next 2 years, usually from falls or silent heart failure. Story from a viewer. After our last video, I received a message from a daughter in Hokkaido. My mom is 81 and has been walking slower lately, but we thought it was just aging. After your video, we tested her speed. It was very low. Took her to the hospital, and they found early-stage heart failure. Thankfully, it's still reversible. What you can do: Step 1. Measure a 10-meter stretch and time yourself walking. If it takes more than 12 to 13 seconds, see a doctor. Step 2. Start daily 20-minute walks, even in short segments. Aim for a pace where you can talk but not sing. Step 3. Light leg exercises, sit to stand, heel lifts, step taps. Step 4. Keep a log. How far did you walk today? Did you feel tired? If you've noticed you walk slower lately, but brushed it off as aging, comment below. I will restart with each step. Don't ignore the whisper of your body. It might be trying to save you. Sign 2. Your grip strength, the silent voice of your muscles and nervous system. We grow old in our hands, long before we notice it in our hearts. Have you ever struggled to open a water bottle? Needed both hands to tighten a small cap? Many people say, it's just age catching up with me. But in reality, it may be your body quietly warning you. Imagine two men, same age. Mr. A, 76, opens doors with one hand, carries groceries, walks with his cane. Mr. B, 76, now needs help to twist off a jar lid and often drops items unexpectedly. The difference isn't age, it's grip strength, and that reflects your full body health. Cambridge University Study 2021. Seniors with a grip strength decline of more than 20% had 2.3x higher mortality within 3 years. Grip weakness is linked to muscle loss, peripheral nerve decline, and even early cognitive deterioration. Why is grip strength so important? When you grip something, your brain sends commands. Your muscles contract accurately. Your blood vessels supply oxygen. Your bones and tendons provide stability. Any weakness in this system reduces grip, which is an honest mirror of your internal health. Warning signs you should never ignore: difficulty opening small bottles, frequently dropping spoons, cups, chopsticks, tingling or numbness in the hand when lifting, shaking or trembling hands when carrying groceries. What happens if you ignore it? Loss of independence in daily tasks. 3x higher risk of falls in elderly with weak grip. Strong connection to memory decline and dementia. Increased dependence on caregivers. A real-life story. I once examined Mrs. Setsuko, 80, who lived alone. She quietly said, "I can't twist open water bottles anymore. My daughter prepares pre-filled cups." Her grip strength was only 12 kilograms, when the healthy minimum for women her age should be 18 to 20 kilograms. No arthritis, no joint problems. It was simply muscle loss from underuse and poor nutrition. After 6 weeks of hand exercises, better protein intake, and some support, her strength improved to 16.5 kilograms. But more importantly, she felt in control of her life again. Simple exercises to improve grip. Squeeze a stress ball twice a day for each hand. Twist and wring a damp towel. Hold 10 seconds. Carry a 1 to 2 kilograms bag during short walks. Increase protein intake in meals, fish, tofu, eggs, milk. Test your grip regularly with simple home devices or checkups. Vinban MCC Hun if you've ever felt your hands weakening, if opening things feels harder now. Comment below, I want to hold on to life with my own two hands. Because strength doesn't come from age, it comes from your effort. Sign 3, your balance, the 10-second test that predicts your longevity. Can you stand on one leg for 10 seconds? If not, your body might be warning you. Your time could be running out. It sounds simple. But this is a test used by geriatric specialists around the world to predict how well seniors will age and whether they can continue living independently. I once examined Mrs. Haruko, 74. She was healthy, sharp, and went shopping every day. But when I asked her to stand on one leg for 10 seconds, she immediately lost balance and grabbed a chair. She laughed. "Oh, I've never tried this game. Must be old age." But I didn't laugh. Because that moment told me something inside her was quietly weakening. Study from Brazil University 2022. Seniors unable to stand on one leg for 10 seconds were twice as likely to die within the next 7 years. Balance reflects leg and core muscle strength, neuromuscular coordination, cerebellum function balance, reflexes, bone health preventing osteoporosis and fractures. Why balance issues are so dangerous? Because falls are among the top causes of death for seniors, especially after age 75. One fall can lead to hip fractures, gives immobility, gives pneumonia, gives death. Silent brain hemorrhage gives memory loss or sudden death. Emotional trauma gives fear of movement, loss of independence. Early signs to watch for: frequently leaning on walls or furniture when standing, losing balance when dressing, unsteady when turning your head or changing direction, avoiding stairs due to fear of slipping. The story of Mr. Shinji, 78 years old. Mr. Shinji was a former Navy man, strong and disciplined. But during a routine exam, he couldn't stand on one leg for more than 4 seconds. When I asked why, he admitted, "I slipped in the bathroom last week." But didn't tell anyone. We did further testing. He had knee arthritis and signs of inner ear vestibular weakness. If we hadn't caught it, the next fall could have been fatal. Simple ways to improve balance: practice standing on one leg while brushing your teeth. Use a wall for support. Walk heel to toe down the hallway, slowly. Try light Tai Chi or simple home yoga routines. Knee lifts, raise each knee 10x daily, stand tall. Increase calcium, vitamin D, collagen for strong bones. Try standing on one leg right now, hold for 10 seconds. If you can't, don't panic, but comment. I will rebuild my balance, because when you regain your balance, you reclaim your longevity. Sign 4, your sleep, where the body heals or quietly declines. Vinban MCC Hun hits not during the day, but while you sleep, that your body decides how much longer you'll stay healthy. Many elderly people tell me, "I don't sleep well, but I'm used to it. Waking up 2 to 3 times a night is normal at my age." No, it's not normal. It's your body quietly crying for help, trying to heal, but not getting enough time to do so. Sleep, the time your body works hardest. Heart slows to repair vessels. Liver filters toxins. Brain clears waste proteins linked to dementia. Muscles repair microdamage. Immune system produces antibodies. If your sleep is interrupted, shallow, or too short, your body cannot reset. And over time, aging accelerates silently. Stanford University Study 2020. Seniors sleeping less than 5 hours night have 1.8x higher mortality. Frequent night awakenings increase risk of memory decline, heart problems, depression. Signs your sleep is declining: waking often for no reason, getting up too early and still feeling tired, napping long in the day but sleepless at night, nightmares, night sweats, sudden jerks, dependence on sleeping pills. Story of Mrs. Yuriko, 81 years old. Mrs. Yuriko used to sleep at 9 p.m., but for months she woke up at 2 to 3 a.m. and couldn't fall back asleep. At first, her daughter thought it was stress. But when we examined her, we found low melatonin levels and mild sleep apnea symptoms. After just 3 weeks of adjustments, reduced screen time in the evening, took morning walks for sunlight, added omega-3 and calcium at dinner, she slept 6 uninterrupted hours for the first time in 2 years. Sleep improvement strategies for seniors: keep a consistent sleep-wake schedule. Morning sun exposure or gentle walking. No screens 1 hour before bed. Avoid heavy meals or drinking too much water after 7 p.m. No caffeine or tea after 3 p.m. Use lavender oil or chamomile tea for relaxation. A simple bedtime breathing exercise. Lie on your back. Inhale for 4 sec. Hold for 4 sec. Exhale for 6 sec. Repeat 10 times to calm nerves and balance your heart rate. This 4-4-6 breathing method is widely used in Japanese elder care to promote deeper sleep. If you've ever found yourself wide awake at 2 a.m. for no reason, comment, "I want to sleep like I did in my youth." Because sleep doesn't just make you feel better. It may be quietly adding years to your life. Sign 5. Your appetite. When loss of hunger quietly When you start losing your appetite for no reason. It's not just about being full, it's your body slowly losing its will to live. One of my older patients, Mr. Kazuo, 77, once said during his checkup, "I don't get very hungry anymore. Just a bit of rice and veggies is enough." He was still walking, with stable blood pressure and memory. But I noticed his skin was duller, his limbs thinner, and dark circles under his eyes. Lab tests showed mild malnutrition, low vitamin B12, and electrolyte imbalance. He had no idea. Because loss of appetite often happens quietly, but it's your body's way of signaling that it's struggling to maintain life. Kyushu University Study 2021. Seniors who lose appetite for 3 weeks have 1.9x higher mortality within 2 years. Unintentional weight loss after age 70 is strongly linked to muscle wasting, weakened immunity, increased risk of dementia, poor recovery from illness. Warning signs your diet is declining, not feeling hungry even after skipping meals. Eating fast, small amounts, or skipping meals often, saying food doesn't taste good. Losing 3 kilograms in 1 to 2 months unintentionally. Relying on cookies, instant noodles, or soft junk food. A meal is a sign of life. In Japanese culture, meals are sacred, a daily ritual of life. But in many elders, when hunger disappears, so does the motivation to maintain routines or care for themselves. Each skipped meal equals fewer nutrients absorbed. More convenience food equals less real nourishment, and slowly, muscles, memory, heart health all decline without warning. Story of MRS, Hiroko, 79 years old. Her daughter called me because her mother barely ate for a month. When I arrived, the table had cookies, soda, and a half-eaten bento. When asked, she simply said, "I'm not hungry, and food makes my stomach feel heavy." Tests showed she was anemic, low on albumin, zinc, and calcium. I gave her a 3-meal plan with miso soup, boiled eggs, soft fruits, and a protein-rich nutritional milk at night. 2 weeks later, she smiled and said, "Doctor, I feel lighter, my skin is better. And somehow, I want to cook again." That wasn't just physical improvement, it was the return of her will to live. Strategies to restore appetite in the elderly. Smaller, more frequent meals, 3 mains plus 2 snacks. Focus on soft, easy to digest, high-protein foods. Eat with others, shared meals boost motivation. Use natural flavor enhancers like lemon, sesame, ginger. Avoid eating alone or with distractions like TV. If you've felt like food no longer excites you, comment, "I will eat to live, not just to feel full." Because every bite today is a promise to tomorrow. Sign 6. Your ability to handle stress, the silent killer of longevity. It's not age, not disease, but untreated, chronic stress that quietly shortens your life every single day. Mr. Naoki, 76, a patient I'll never forget, was a retired banker, disciplined, polite, responsible. But during his visit, he kept rubbing his forehead, trembling slightly, and sighing every time family was mentioned. I've been having trouble sleeping, eating less. Sometimes my heart pounds for no reason. His ECG, ultrasound, and labs were nearly normal. But his morning cortisol was double the healthy limit. He didn't have heart disease. He had a heart under chronic stress. Harvard study 2021. Seniors with elevated cortisol over time had higher risk of chronic hypertension, early memory loss, stroke, and depression, reduced life expectancy by 4 to 7 years. Stress in the elderly is silent killer. Stress is not just feelings, it's a strong physiological trigger, causing increased heart rate and blood pressure. Chronic inflammation affects joints, heart, weakens immunity, raises infection and cancer risk, disrupts sleep, breaks natural repair cycle. Worst of all, seniors often swallow stress. They don't talk, don't cry, just endure silently. Signs of deep stress in elders: easily irritated or unusually quiet, poor appetite and restless sleep, worrying all the time for no clear reason, saying they feel useless or a burden, unexplained body aches, especially shoulders, back, stomach. The story of Mrs. Machiko, 82 years old. Her son brought her in because she often said things like, "Why live long when everyone's too busy for me?" Her checkup was normal, but when I asked, "Do you have someone to talk to every day?" she went silent, and then she cried. We helped her join a twice-weekly light exercise group and arranged video calls with her granddaughter every night. After 1 month, she was cooking again, walking in the morning, and told me, "Doctor, I feel like I matter again." How to reduce stress without medication. Morning deep breathing, 4-for-6 technique. Gratitude journaling, write 3 positive things daily. Listen to soft classical music, 20 minutes every morning. Stay socially connected, calls, clubs, temple walks. Learn to speak, not complain, just share. If you felt burdened or anxious, but couldn't say it aloud, comment. I choose peace, not silence, because stress won't take your life in one day. It steals your years, one by one, in silence. Sign 7. Your social connections, the thread that keeps you alive. An elderly person living alone doesn't die from lack of food. They die from having no one to eat with. One rainy October afternoon, I was called to visit Mrs. Yuko, 84, in Yokohama. Her room was tidy. The dining table had just 1 chair. Her fridge held only tofu and a few bread slices. Medically, she was fine, blood pressure stable, memory intact. But when I asked, "Did you talk to anyone today?" she softly replied, "No, not since yesterday. No one has called." At that moment, I realized she wasn't lacking medicine, she was lacking people. Harvard University Study 2022. Seniors who live alone with minimal social interaction have a 60% higher risk of early death. Chronic loneliness raises stroke risk. Dementia, especially Alzheimer's, depression, anxiety, loss of will to live. Conversely, those who socialize daily tend to live 7 years longer on average. Social connections aren't just emotional, they're biological. Every conversation releases serotonin, improves mood and sleep. Every shared laugh reduces cortisol, lowers stress. Every hug or handhold produces oxytocin, boosts immunity, reduces inflammation. In other words, emotional connection heals just like medicine, without a prescription. Social connections aren't just emotional, they're biological. Every conversation releases serotonin, improves mood and sleep. Every shared laugh reduces cortisol, lowers stress. Every hug or handhold produces oxytocin, boosts immunity, reduces inflammation. In other words, emotional connection heals just like medicine, without a prescription. It's been years since I've laughed with someone, not through a screen. Since then, she goes grocery shopping with friends, sends photos of meals to her sons, and every night, she hears her granddaughter's voice say goodnight. From a quiet woman fading into solitude, she returned to life, embraced by connection. How to build social connections in old age. Call at least one old friend daily. Write letters, send photos, express true feelings. Join a club, exercise group, or small class. Teach tech if needed, help with video calls. Allow yourself to bother others. It's not a burden, it's a bond. If you've ever felt lonely or held back from reaching out, comment. I choose connection, not isolation. Because those who live the longest aren't the ones with the most pills. They're the ones with the most love. What truly determines how long you'll live? Longevity is not written in your genes. It's written every day, in the way you walk, breathe, rest, and love. We've just walked through 7 seemingly small signs. But each of them is a silent clock counting down your life, or helping you pause it. The way you walk reflects your heart's resilience. A simple handshake speaks volumes about your strength. Your sleep is not just rest, it's healing. Every meal, every balanced step, every smile, every conversation gives us a reminder that you're still alive. This video is a wake-up call. Old age isn't frightening. What's frightening is not knowing where you're slipping. Old age isn't the end. It's a chapter that deserves the deepest care, attention, and dignity. Because after 70, every day you live is not routine. It's sacred. Start today, start small. Pick just one sign you recognized in yourself. And begin. Walk 10 minutes each morning. Call an old friend. Stand on one leg while brushing teeth. Drink a daily cup of milk. Write down 3 things you're grateful for every night. You don't have to change everything at once. Changing just one thing can delay death and invite deeper life. To you, still watching till the end, I, Dr. Hoshino Daisuke, thank you for being here. That alone proves one thing: you haven't given up. Comment below, I still want to live, and I will live better. If this video helped you, share it with a loved one. You might just save someone by pressing send. Old age is not decay. If guided right, it's the most free, mindful, and powerful chapter of human life, and you deserve to live that life.